Hello everyone. In this video, I am going to talk on support vector machine, in short known as SVM. So what are the applications of SVM? SVM is used for classification of facial expressions. Like you can see happy, sad, surprised, angry. SVM is also used for classification of text to distinguish between human handwriting and computer alphabets. It is also used for classification of good and bruised apple, you can see here, and SVM is used for classification of leaf diseases. That means main application of SVM is classification. What is machine learning? Let's revise it. Machine learning provides machine an ability to learn automatically and improve from experience without being explicitly programmed. You can see in this diagram, this is an ordinary system, and here we have written with artificial intelligence. With artificial intelligence means by inducing lot of information, by giving knowledge, by classification, by applying various tools, lot of knowledge, information given to the system, and then after that machine can learn, machine can predict, and machine improves. Now there are three types of machine learning. One is supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and reinforcement learning. Here you can see this is diagram, this is our model, and here input data of apple is given. But in supervised learning, it is labeled data. That means it is written that these are apples. So it is a labeled data given to the model. And hence, when we give it another input, that is apple, then it will give an output that this is apple. The way we learn from the past experiences, machine also learns from past experiences. And here we are giving machine an experience. Now second type is unsupervised learning. In unsupervised learning, here we don't give label data, we only give input data to the model. You can see three fruits are given, and this is model, and after analysis model will classify into different categories, into different groups, or into clusters. So this is what unsupervised learning does. So what is difference between supervised learning and unsupervised learning? In supervised learning we give labeled data, and here we will give unlabeled data. The third type is reinforcement learning. What is meaning of reinforcement learning? Means learning from experiences. You can see here this is agent. Here there is a fire and here there is water. Now agent is going towards fire and he is getting hurt, and hence from this experience he will learn that going to the fire is not advisable. So this is what happens in reinforcement type of learning. Now, why do we classify? Let's take one example. This is baby Harry. He is walking in the garden with his mother, and there he saw this animal. Now he is confused whether this is dog or cat. We adults know that this is cat because we learn from our past data, past information, and past experiences. But this baby doesn't have any past experience, and hence it is not possible for him to identify whether this is dog or cat. And hence it is very much required to classify, or he should be able to classify between dogs and cats. So who does that? Let's see, this is supervised learning is used for classification. Here you can see a model training, and this is cat and this is dog. This is nothing but labeled data. So labeled data is applied to the model. Here lot of data is applied to the model, and when new data comes which looks like a cat, this machine will easily identify that this is cat and will give output that it is cat. So this is what happens in supervised learning. SVM, support vector machine, is a type of supervised learning. So SVM is a classifier. What is SVM? SVM is classifier. Let's take one example. Classification of dog and cat. The previous example, like Harry, how he will identify which one is dog and which one is cat. Similarly, how machine will identify which is dog and which is cat. So let's plot snout length. Snout length is projection of nose on x-axis and ear geometry on y-axis. So we will get something like this. You know that dog's nose is long and hence dogs will appear here, and cat's nose is small and hence it is here. And this is how we can classify between cats and dogs. So separation of classes, that's what SVM does. It finds out a line, a hyperplane. SVM finds out this line. Okay. Now let's take a summary of support vector machine, or what is SVM. Basically, don't forget SVM is a classifier. SVM is classifier. So support vector machine is a supervised machine learning model that uses classification algorithm for two group classification problem. Support vector machine is a classifier. Okay, it is defined by separating hyperplane. In other words, given label training data, I'm talking about label training data. Label training data means supervised learning type. The algorithm outputs an optimal hyperplane. It outputs an hyperplane. Hyperplane means that line which categorizes new example. Now, suppose you are given a plot of two label classes on the graph. As shown in this image, these are black circles on this side and blue squares are lying on this side of XY axis. So can you decide a separating line for these classes? Yes, very easy. You might have come up with something similar to following image. Very easy to classify. A lot of space is there in between. Okay. So it fairly separates two classes. This line fairly separates these two classes. So separation of class, it is what SVM does. It finds out this line that is known as hyperplane. So let's take another example. Let's imagine we have two tags. One is red tag, that are red triangles, and blue tag, that is blue circles. They are on XY axis. This is X axis and this is Y axis. Now we want a classifier. That means we want a line that separates these two classes. This is class 1 and this is class 2. Two tags, red and blue. A support vector machine outputs the hyperplane that best separates the tags. All of us know that support vector machine is a classifier. So this is line. This line is known as hyperplane. So this line is a decision boundary. So anything that falls on this side will belong to this blue circle class, and anything that falls on this side will belong to red triangle class. Now let's take another example. In this example, this green denotes positive and this denotes negative. Okay, how would you classify these points using hyperplane in order to minimize the error? Now error should be less. Okay, so I will draw this line. So this is my hyperplane. Now it is pretty good separating two classes. Okay, positive and negative, green and empty circles. But this line also separates two classes. This line also separates two classes. These lines also separating two classes. So infinite numbers of answers are available, but this is not good to have infinite answers. We want only one hyperplane for classifying the two classes. So which one is the best? Which one is the best? So let's see which one is the best. This black one is the best. What is the reason? Reason is classifier with maximum margin is the best. Then what is margin? What is written? Classifier with maximum margin is best. Then what is the meaning of margin? Margin is defined as the width that the boundary could be increased by before hitting a data point. So what is margin? So distance of this data point, that means this tag from this hyperplane, and distance of this tag which is closest from this line is known as margin. Very simple. And this is safe zone, and this is known as margin. Now let's take another example. For SVM, it's the one that maximizes the margin, and in other words, hyperplane whose distance to the nearest element of each tag is largest. So how to draw best hyperplane? How to draw best hyperplane? Read the hyperplane whose distance to the nearest element, distance whichever is the nearest element of each tag, this side and this tag, is largest. Let's see, let's draw this line. Now here which one is the nearest element? This. The distance between this hyperplane and this tag is very small, and on this side this is the nearest tag. Again this distance is very small, so this hyperplane is bad hyperplane. Now let's take another example, this hyperplane. Now in this, which tag is closest? And this tag is closest, and on this side this tag is closest, and this distance is good, that means margin is large, and hence this hyperplane is best hyperplane. So in this example, since the data was linearly separable, there was sufficient space between both classes, and hence we could draw a straight line to separate red and blue tags. But sadly, usually things are not that simple. So what can SVM do with this if data is not linear? Consider below image. Now here, the data is not linearly separate. Data is like this. What to do? For non-linear data, we cannot draw a straight line, single straight line to separate this. So what is the solution? Here we will add a third dimension. Third dimension means we will add z-axis. Now we already have x-axis and y-axis. Now we will add z-axis into this diagram, and we will use one formula, that is z equal to x square plus y square. Okay, and we will plot it in the diagram. Now let's imagine this point. This point is at a distance of 2 units from x-axis and 2 units from y-axis. Let's for these x equal to 2 and y equal to 2. So z will be 2 square, that means 4 plus 2 square, that will be 4. That means z equal to 4 plus 4 will be 8. And hence where to draw this point? At x equal to 2, y equal to 2 and z equal to 8. So you will get a 3-dimensional space, something like this, and your plot will be like this. Now you can see they are separate. Now you can draw a hyperplane. But note that since we are in a 3-dimensional space now, the hyperplane is not a line, but it will be a plane parallel to the x-axis. Remember, since we have converted this diagram into 3-dimensional space, now hyperplane should not be a line, but it will be a plane which is parallel to x-axis. And here, by keeping the maximum margin, you can choose one hyperplane. Let's assume that hyperplane is at a distance of z equal to 1. This is just an assumption. So now SVM will divide the data sets into classes in the following manner, like this. Now, as I said, z equal to 1. That means this distance is equals to 1. But we were in two-dimensional space. Actually, we should draw boundaries in 2-dimensional space. We should draw hyperplane in 2-dimensional space and not in 3-dimension. So what's left is mapping it back to 2-dimensional. That means again we have to go back to 2-dimension. So our decision boundary will be at a radius of 1. Since here the distance of z, that means distance of hyperplane from x-axis is z equal to 1. Now what we will do, we will draw a radius with r equal to 1, and we will separate these two classes, and this gives us the best hyperplane, which is clearly classifying two classes. Now you can see in the 3 dimension, this is in 2-dimensional, the blue circles and red circles, and when we convert it into 3 dimension, it will look something like this. And hyperplane is not a line, but hyperplane will be a plane in this case that divides the blue and red circle. So thank you very much. I hope you understood the concept basics of support vector machine. My next video is on k-means clustering. Thank you.